Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yo, what's popping, people? Team Kop-Ish, match reaction time. Man that match, Drift. Callum will be joining very shortly. Liverpool have just beaten Aston Villa 3-0. The game that we thought was going to be a difficult game actually wasn't very difficult in the end. Big up everybody in the chat as well. Trust me. Yo, Szoboszlai. Cheese! That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But nah, man. Everybody, what's everyone saying? It's better be copyright-free music. Nah, of course. Come on now. Big up everybody in the chat. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, people. Team Kopish, you know what time it is. Yeah, big up Vlad. Man said light work. Big up Sean. He says Slobo, my number 8. Gerard, is that you? Hey, Just Lab saying all the belts. What do you mean? Big Yards, big up yourself, brother. Jarvis, big up yourself as well, my G. We got Simon, we got Manuel, we got Sadiq. Yo.
Big up everyone.
We got Revenite.
Hey, you know, off the back of the conversation we were having the other day, big up all my biscuit crew, because we dunking on these pussies.
Yo, all I'm saying is this, yeah?
Calm, we dunking on these pussies. Big up, bro.
Needed.
What you saying?
This 3 points is needed.
I mean, it's a good win. I don't know, man. I think it left a bit to be desired.
Joking! Revive me today!
I was gonna say, what kind of vibe is this?
You know, for a minute there, I was like,
that was ready for me, you see?
Now, for a minute, I was like, is Cal serious?
That was ready!
I was ready, bro. I swear to you.
We are out here, people. We're out here.
We outside. We outside. Now,
Really
a bigger evidence in the
man.
chat. Listen, full house today, as you know what time it is already. It's a match reaction, match review. Like I said, Liverpool just beat Aston Villa 3-0, courtesy of goals from Dominik. Hey, 3-0, courtesy of number 8, Dominik.
Everybody said Villa and dark horses, bro. I don't see no one go. We're out here. We're out here, baby.
Yo,
come on.
I'm always saying Callum the Stallion, yeah?
Yeah, come on.
You know the thing.
Get your stables ready, because we're out here, people. We're out here.
But no, listen, people. Like I said, goals courtesy of Dominik Szoboszlai.
Who got the first, Matt?
I think it was Dominik Szoboszlai. Yeah?
Fire to Brumba. Fire to Brumba.
Dom has been a revelation. I can't even lie. Like,
he ain't been a revelation, Matt. Don't lie, bro. We know what his quality is. He's a
no. To our midfield. We're not used to this, bro. Goals from outside the box, just
it's the weak foot,
man. Put it on. No, allow it. Just
on the HV, on the half volley. Danger.
All placement. He meant to put it exactly where it went.
It's all mystical from now because it's just danger.
It's gone. And then the second goal was an own goal, though, wasn't it? The second goal was an own goal, courtesy of good play from Liverpool. Darwin Núñez, obviously, I think the ball came back off the. Was it the crossbar?
No, post. Yeah,
post. That's it. Yeah, and
beautiful build-up play. Mo with a lovely little drag back. Núñez,
if I've been overly critical, Núñez should have scored, but it was very, very unlucky, though. Very, very unlucky.
Keeper spread himself well when it was unlucky.
I'm just glad that we scored. I'm glad we scored. And then obviously the last goal was courtesy of Salah. If I'm not mistaken, cross from Robbo, and then Salah backstick in it. Managed to get. Was that a little bit?
No. Well? Flick on from Núñez. Don't miss that.
Oh, was it flick on? Oh, sorry, I couldn't see. When I saw the replay, I couldn't see the flick.
It was a wonderful flick to the back post from Núñez.
My D9.
Fair play.
Cow win, bro.
I will say this though: the only bad thing from that game, if we're being honest, guys, is obviously the injury to Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
It's
I'm really hoping
unspecified
that.
at this moment, but people, please keep us posted. If you do hear anything or whatever, let me, Cal, or Drift know, whether it's be in the comments on Twitter or something, so we can keep you guys posted. But guys, I appreciate that love for the love, man.
Big up.
Love for the love.
You know, the only thing that keeps me a little bit happy about optimistic about Trent is that Trent did play a couple of minutes after he got the knock. And I hope that it was just a knock. You know, sometimes it's the type of knock that you can't get over in the game, but you will be all right. Because you made that brilliant run and had that shot a couple of minutes after the injury. And I'm thinking, if it was a bad injury, would he have been able to do that? Although maybe he aggravated it.
Didn't he go down again after that, though, Drift, bro?
About a minute after that, he went down. So, like, maybe he aggravated it.
That's why I'm worried.
Yeah. It could go either way, innit? That one could go either way. So, let's have fingers crossed. Because wasn't his ankle why he was
I don't want
hurt
to read this out loud, but could maybe conspiracy theorists out there, maybe?
I don't think that's in his DNA, though.
Now he's playing in midfield for England. I don't think he would not want to play.
Yeah, I feel like
it's copium.
Yeah. It's us. Yeah, no, you're right. He's faking it. He just wants to be an actor for 2 weeks. Yeah. He's faking it.
It's copium.
I'm just worried it might be the same ankle he had the knock on before. Because you remember a couple of weeks ago, we had a knock on the same ankle, I think. It was his right ankle, right? Like, you know what I mean? Hopefully it ain't, because that was obviously ended up being not a big deal, but like maybe it was like I don't know.
Yeah. But no, listen, should we guys, should we go straight to the player ratings, or is there anything you want to discuss? Yeah, I say we go straight to player ratings.
Let's do it.
I say let's do it.
Well, I would say before we go into player ratings.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some stats up as well.
We have just navigated an unbelievably difficult start to the season. I think I was looking through everybody's like games, and I think Newcastle might be the only team who's had a harder start to the season than Liverpool.
Yeah.
And when you look at that, to navigate that with 10 points out of 12, that's big.
We've done very well. Do you know what?
Navigate that with 10 points out of 12 is big.
No, agreed. One thing that surprised me, now talking about Newcastle, they got pumped up by Brighton, you know?
Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
What did I say about Evan Ferguson?
But we was all agreeing with you, bro.
I need to see his birth certificate. He's not 18.
He don't look 18 though. That Drift is so right.
I need
There's
to see.
No way that brother 18, bro.
I'm telling you, Drift. What did we speak about the other day about in terms of talent ID? What's my new name now?
I can't remember what nickname we came up with. What nickname did we come up with?
I'll jog your memory. Where's Mateus Nunes gone?
Where's he gone? He's gone to Man City.
He's a manager.
Oh, no, I'm talking about your nickname. I can't remember. I remember the conversation. I just don't remember your nickname.
You dubbed me Pep
Sanders. The people don't forget. Be careful what you're about to say.
Though. Oh, yes, I did. No, yes, I did. You're right. Yeah. Pep Sanderson. Yeah, you're right.
Just saying. Bro, someone said George Smanderson, you know. All right, cool. Someone says
the people won't forget certain things, you know. You have to be careful, Carl.
No, I'm not. I'll be real with you. I think my talent ID like record is about 80 to 90% very good.
Okay.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I think mine's a bit higher, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Nah, I disagree.
I'm gonna be honest.
Anyway, let's not go into a dick swinging contest. We just won 3-0. Liverpool versus Aston Villa.
It's Matt's burning down the florist that's trying to give me my flowers, bro.
Bro, I'm not. I'm just trying to let
man just coming in with the bug spray, just like.
I'm trying to let man know.
Matt only wants to give me a Venus flytrap, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man.
I'm out here asking for bouquets and Matt.
I'm just saying, my talent ID is serious. I'm not gonna front. It's serious, bro.
Man just wants to give you old lilies that smell like bad breath in the morning, bro.
Drift, if I was you, I'd be careful. Your talent ID is poor. That's not me saying that. That's the people. Someone just said in the chat.
You saying it, man.
Bro, someone in the chat just said Anthony.
Yeah, that's just somebody on a wind up. Most of the players that play for Liverpool are my talent ID. What are we talking
you
about?
Said Anthony. You want us to get Anthony?
That's the only one I got wrong.
Are you
No,
sure, bro?
it's not. You know, Drew.
It's not,
It's
bro.
not.
But it's calm. It's calm. Listen, we all make
Is
mistakes.
it not?
It's
Is
not
it
poor. It's not poor though. I think poor is harsh.
Okay, that's
No,
true.
wait,
Joe
what are you
Linton, but
talking
we
about?
moved.
You might
Remember, Joe Linton.
and look, you're not going to drag me into this dick swinging competition. Let's
This
move.
Joe Linton is brilliant as well.
Joe Linton is serious, isn't he, Drift? He's serious.
I think Joe Linton is a good midfielder. He is a. But you don't think
Adama
he's turned
Traore's
into a
got
proper
more tech than
midfielder?
Salah. We moved.
Adama Traore it's just a mental thing. It's got nothing to do with his ability.
Got more tech than Salah, remember?
It's got nothing to do with his ability, man. It's got nothing to do with his ability. He's going to go in the Balotelli category
Serious
now.
bad man.
Martial's a serious talent. It's all about his injuries. It's got nothing to do with talent.
Nah, bro.
Anyway,
Martial's
we move.
mentality is poor.
Mason Mount as well.
We move.
Ah,
Mason Mount is a good player. He's at the wrong team.
Drift. Imagine if we'd have got Mount instead of Sobo. We would have been in
And
problem.
I was telling everybody that Mount was coming to Liverpool because that's what was actually about to happen. It wouldn't have been my pick. I wasn't sitting there saying, I want Mason Mount over everyone else. Let's not do this foolishness. But
Don't
anyway,
worry, Drift. Me
we
and Carl
move.
with the talent ID. You can
We move.
be the decision
sticking
maker.
up for a player. Sticking up for a player
This is fine.
and whatever is nothing to do with talent.
See where we dragged him in.
No, you didn't drag me in. I'm just
Right,
explaining
you got drawn right in.
because there's a lot of people who are confused about it. But
Come on,
anyway.
bro.
Who is it that was waving the Timo flag?
What?
I wasn't even trying to
doing
draw
that?
you out. No, because someone put T. So it was
Are
you.
we
then,
really
man.
going to do that?
No,
Hey, Drift.
bro, I was asking
Drift.
a question, bro.
Drift. Should we release the files on Gaps? On Callum's true feelings on Gappo?
I've said it though. I'll say it.
Oh, okay.
I'll say it, and I said it as a winger.
You're lucky I don't release my file, bro.
No, bro, as a winger, I'll say it as a winger. I think.
No, you
Harvey
never
Barnes would
said
be
as a
best
winger.
suited.
You're forgetting it. I won't even bait you up. There's a key thing that you said. In
As
fact,
a
I'm
winger,
gonna
I said it.
put it in the private chat. Yeah. Watch this, and you're gonna laugh when you see it.
Oh, and I've got to see this. I'm waiting, Matt.
Can you confirm or deny you didn't say this to me?
At the time, I did say that. Yeah.
All right, then. All right, then. We move.
No, I said
Right.
that. I said
We
that.
move. But no, let's go to the player ratings. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do the player ratings. You guys saw a little bit more of the game than me because obviously my internet was cutting out and whatnot.
No,
so-
do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie, boys. I was having hella issues first half. Hella issues. First
I saw a
half.
lot of the first half. It was mainly the second half when I had to sort my stuff out. But all right, we'll go. Alison.
Shout out to all the old school Jamaican grandmas who always used to tell me drinking tea in the warm cools you down. What a load of wives' tales. My days I'm baking up because I'm drinking this cup of tea.
You're
in the tea.
drinking tea, bruv.
Tea.
Yeah, bruv. Do you remember when your gran would always tell you, nah, the tea will cool you down? Do you
No, what
remember
it is,
that?
tea
No,
it'll
that's
sweat
never
you
been-
out if that makes sense. But
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
old,
gonna-
bro.
Apparently, it makes you cool your core temperature, like
Bruv,
kicks
that's
in
like
and like.
saying putting on a bomber jacket in the sun is going to help you stay.
Hey, shout out to anyone in the chat who knows what I'm talking about with the old school.
No,
But
but
that's what old school Caribbean
You're
grandparents
getting
used
it
to tell you,
confused
bro.
with one of them ones. You know when your grandma says if you
know
got
better
flu.
than that, bro. Look at
Yeah,
you.
you're
once
thinking of when you
before
got
it now,
flu or
bro.
something. You wear the puffer jacket when you got the flu and you sweat it out. Not
Yeah,
just like to
when you're
cool
ill,
yourself
bro.
down.
Not just in a casual.
Yeah, you're gonna make yourself sick, bro.
And don't blame the elders. If you're a big man, you know better than that, bro. Big man like you, bro.
Ah,
All right, guys, we move. All right.
All right.
hold on.
Yeah,
Big
go
up Psycho. He lives in Jamaica and it's facts. See, this is what I'm trying to tell
Brother,
you. Like,
they
it's not a
live
me
in the
thing.
sun, so nothing they drink or eat is gonna change how they.
Bro, it's very different. Bro, it's different.
Bro, we
It's
get
different.
sun a couple weeks of the year, bro. Our body's not used to it.
Facts.
Bear in mind you don't overheat, bro.
Yeah, look, big up everyone who knows. Big up everyone who knows. It's not
So
just
why
a me
is it
thing.
working for you then, Drift?
I don't know, bro.
There's only two men that's saying that. You and my man.
bro. I
I
don't
don't know,
know.
bro. I don't know.
All right, let's do the
man.
first
Anyway,
player.
go on.
Yeah.
Alison Becker.
But that save that he made when it weren't even just about the fact he made the save. It was the fact he pushed it well away from goal.
Yeah, I didn't
and
see
love that
this. When
about
was
Ali.
this? When was this?
This was in
Maybe about 5 or 10 minutes into the second half.
second half.
See, I missed that part. Remember, that's when I was having problems, so I can't really speak on that part. Yeah.
You know, like a point blank shot, but a lot of goalies would like bat it back into danger, and you'd be like scrambling around. Like the way he got the leverage on to push it round for a corner, brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll probably go. He weren't like overly tested. 8.5 under the fact that like it wasn't like he was getting peppered all the time, but what he had to do, he done it really, really well.
I'm going 9 because I thought his distribution was pretty good today. I don't think he even got caught dwelling on the ball or anything when sometimes
he didn't get caught at all on the ball. Yeah,
I'm gonna go 9 for Ali today.
He popped a few beautiful passes into midfield. Yeah. Couch. Remember, like bang, bang, like boom, boom, boom. Like he did well, man. He did well.
So you went.
I went 8.5.
I've got 9. What are you saying, Matt?
9 for Ali, bro.
9,
Best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion.
9.
Aye, looking fresh to death as well.
Oh, you see Ali with his shape up as well.
Aye, looking fresh to death.
Ali will take your girl, man.
Added some more stats to the team. I've got.
Ali will take your girl, bro.
Trust me.
Trent, right back.
You know what?
Slash everything.
I was waiting for this to come. All right, so Trent Alexander-Arnold, his stats are coming out now. I added them. 91% pass accuracy, 8 out of 12 accurate long passes, 2 out of 2 crosses completed, 5 chances created, 1 assist, 2 interceptions, 6 recoveries. He's different, isn't it? He's just different. He's just different.
With different class in the in the. was that in the stats thing as well? Yeah. I tried to sneak in like
you know. No, but he's different though. He is. He's different. We know he is. The only bad thing. Listen, in fact, before we talk about injury, Trent for me.
The duels weren't great though.
Yeah, because no, that's Sobo. Sobo's stats are first. Those are Sobo's stats. Sorry. Yeah. Let me adjust it so there's like a breakout in between. So there's.
I want you to look at that 8 out of 20 accurate long passes.
Let me edit it quickly.
If you think about the difficulty of the long passes he's doing, they're not a little switch of play. You know, they're like 50-yard diagonals from right back all the way across to like left wing and all that. Crazy.
Should be a breaker in there now. A little bit.
Crazy.
For me, Trent's a 9.
I think Trent's a 9. Oh, easy. Trent 9, easy.
Trent's a 10.
I went 9.5. You're going 10, yeah, Drift?
Yeah, I'm going 10 for Trent.
What did you say, Matt?
I'm gonna say 9, but I want to say 9.5 now. You know.
Well, if you want to say the same,
because there's 2. I'm just thinking. We're going 9.5 for Trent.
Cool. Average out at 9.5.
You lot are harsh.
What I'm doing as well, guys, I'm taking our individual ones. So for the end of the season, it will be categorized as well.
Cool.
Yeah, wicked. You see that, man? Mr. Sorted, Mr. Organized. That's what I love.
I need to get the people started again, bro. Sorry, before we continue as well, shout out to Hassan who sorted out the player ratings for us as well.
Yes.
Big up, 100.
Like, you have no idea how grateful we are for you doing that. I want to give one more shout out to someone else as well. Bear me 1 second, guys, while I find the person's name, because I do want to give a shout out to this person because they actually offered to do the player rating for us as well before we got the updated version. So,
and there's a couple shout outs that will be coming in the near future as well for some other stuff that people have had sorted for us. But when we release what that is, they'll get their flowers because there's quite a few people have been doing a lot to help us in the background. So you know who you are. Big up yourself.
So Velvet Sean as well offered to actually do the player ratings as well. So big up for that as well, man.
Big up for that.
Why we say we've got the best community, because you guys are so helpful and supportive. We do really appreciate it. So thank you. Joel Matip.
Matip was brilliant today. I thought he was. No.
You know what? Defensively, the only thing that let him down was a couple of I don't know what he was thinking.
Brain farts, innit?
When you consider this man, remember we were kind of not ripping into him, but we were saying today's the game where Matip is going to get potentially dusted because you're thinking about Ollie Watkins, who remember, is always going to keep on running, and also Diaby as well. Then even when Bailey came on as well, yes, he had a couple of moments, but I still think Matic was very, very good, in hindsight.
Offensively, he was good. And I'm not going to nitpick them passes, even though one gave away a corner that was like, Matic, what the hell was that?
Yeah, bro.
If they'd have scored from that, it would have been
I know. All right, maybe brilliant is a bit
extreme,
but I thought he was at least good.
He missed
as a defender, though, I'm not going to hate him for that, though, Cal. He's a centre back. I'm not going to hate him.
As a footballer, bro, you got at least.
But he's got to be 7 point. I know.
I'm going to give him an 8.
I agree.
I'm actually going to give him an 8.
I was going to say 8.
Okay,
yeah, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought defensively he was really, really good. It was just the part, like the brain farts.
No, I know. It's either I know what you mean, because here's the thing as well. Like I said, he's under a lot of pressure. Him and Gomez, to be fair. No, remember they don't normally start. They know there's going to be even more pressure. Eyes are on them as well. Big occasion. This was a big game, even though it's Aston Villa, but Aston Villa obviously have caused problems this season, and the type of opponents that they are. Like Aston Villa are runners and they're very, very well organized. But what it is that we were so good today, so we kind of made them look normal. But at the same time, if you think about it, Aston Villa kind of had some good kind of half chances,
Yeah, no, they
some decent ones
they have a good attack. That's what I'm saying. It can't go unnoticed how well we coped with their attack.
That's what I'm trying to say. So Matt gets an 8 from you.
Not even to go harp on this. I think Emery's playing them guys wrong.
You think?
No, but bro, going into this game, they were on fire.
No, bro. But Carl, it's because of the injury that they had. They changed formation. Remember, they started off with 3-4-3.
No, but remember their front three was McGinn, Diaby and Watkins. McGinn shouldn't be in the front three.
All right, here's no.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that because I missed the beginning of the game.
They went 3-4-3, bro. No, 3-4-2-1.
No, they went 3-4-1-2.
As in what? Yeah, but even
McGinn kind of. I know. But McGinn, what it is, it's almost like.
I think you got to play Diaby wide. I think you're taking away a lot from his game. Yeah, and then Watkins, I think it don't help him having to play sort of like close to someone else. But look, more for them in it. Like if they want to do that against Liverpool, we'll beat them.
Someone just said in the comments, Carl. Sorry to cut you. They are missing Jacob Ramsey and Buendia. Because here's the thing. Buendia is the perfect person to play if you want to play someone in that 10. He's perfect.
And Jacob Ramsey as well.
And Jacob Ramsey
they missed him a lot.
And they got an injury, didn't they? Because they had to bring Bailey on.
Yeah, Carlos. Sorry as well. Griff, let me give you some flowers. Douglas Luiz, I've always rated him. He went up in my estimation today still.
Yeah, he's a bad boy, isn't it?
He is good.
You see the strength.
He's very good.
But he's good technically, though.
Yeah, he is.
I'm going to say this now.
Extremely strong and combative.
If Liverpool were to sign Douglas Luiz for the 6 next summer or in January, I wouldn't be upset with that.
Never would I.
No, that's why you lot got me happy when them rumors came around that we were going to buy him on deadline day.
Guess what he is as well. Guess what he is as well.
He's Brazilian.
Uh-huh.
Homegrown.
I know. He's sure.
But
Douglas Luiz is homegrown.
Yeah.
No, but remember, didn't Man City buy him from a Brazilian team?
No, I came through Man City.
I swear he came through from a Brazilian team when they got
He's homegrown. Yeah, he's homegrown.
I'm almost like 99% convinced, You sure?
He's homegrown.
No, he didn't come from Man City, bro.
No, but you got to remember, bro, regardless of whatever, if he was at Man City from young enough, he would still be homegrown anyway, Matt. They don't even need to have like birthed him. As long as he played there for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, because he came from Vasco da Gama. That's what I was thinking. But it's when he... No. But you know what it is? I was right. So he came from Vasco da Gama, yeah? But I don't know how old he was when...
That's what I mean. If he was at 14, 15, whatever...
Yeah. I just forgot about how old he was. But in my brain, I'm thinking, that's where he started his career at City. That's what I meant. Like,
all right, let's go with the ratings. Joey G.
No.
He played. You know what I'm gonna say? He made one. In fact, he made one error in the whole game. one error.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember
the
when
first half,
the
yeah.
guy pressurized him and then like he
The
kind of
argue.
like tripped over his own feet,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And then he tried to slice thingy, and I was like, Joey, man, this is.
Do you know what
no
it was?
time,
He felt the pressure of the guy behind him, and like it was
Yeah.
one of the ones where the guy didn't foul him, but his presence made him make the mistake. You know them kind of ones. Well, when he should have passed it to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'll be honest, yeah. Literally a second before he did that, I was saying to one of our friends, Gomez having a good game. You know?
Yeah. In my mind, because I think he did a brilliant tackle before that or something. And then in my head, I've done the same thing. I was like, hey, Joey's on it. Because you know me already. I don't do that. I told you so's and all that. And it's very early days.
You're lying, bro.
But people said I was
I said I don't do. I told you so.
I told
I'm
you,
gonna
bro.
remind you that I don't do them.
No, I'm just gonna remind you.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna remind you that maybe people gave up on Joey a bit too early, and all the sideways looks I got when I was like, no, why are we giving up on Joey? I'm not giving up on Joey. I got a lot of heat for that. I told you.
I'll be consistent with you though, Drift. I prefer Joey G to be our 5th choice centre back and 2nd choice right back.
I mean, that's a little bit harsh, but I understand where you're coming from. I think 4th choice. I think he should be 4th choice centre back. I actually think he's proven that, like, the Joey is still in there. The Joey is still in there. Like that, he is a good player that might have had a bad year in a time. Everybody had a bad year.
I would go 4th choice centre back. I think it's good enough to be 4th choice.
Look, Joey's a talent, man. Joey is a talent.
Yeah, no.
You can't deny. Like, and the thing is, he ain't playing with Virgil or Ibu. He's playing with the guy that we all kind of decided should have moved on, and he's still putting in almost leader type defensive performance.
No,
2 games in a row against 2 very hard opposition. Like
that was old
you
school
weren't
Joey.
no mugs. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was old school Joey. And if I'm being honest, I can't remember if I said it to you, but I said to one of you two, I was like, what worries me? This is the other day. I was like, what worries me about this game prior to it was, those two don't look like they don't really communicate. They're kind of very much, they just do their own game, but it kind of just works. But today I noticed there was a lot more talking between the two, a lot more communication. And I think that's
a lot as well.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I also feel like that's Gomez as well, maybe taking more responsibility, knowing that he's a senior centre-back. Like, you can't always be young Joey G, you know what I mean? You're a talent, like what you're saying, Drift. But I get exactly what you mean, because he's a talent, but now it's like you're an experienced player now at Liverpool. You've been there since 2015 now, innit? You've been there for a while. And even though you might not be 1st choice, when you do play, you need to show your authoritativeness. And I think that's exactly what he did today. So for me, Joey G gets a 9, bro.
Yeah, 9. He was brilliant.
I thought it was sensational. When you actually deep it, again, like under bare pressure, no Virgil to play with, no Ibu, had to do a lot more running than Matip as well. And what I found kind of weird as well, which is a bit strange than a few man saw it, when we transitioned to the back 3, Matip was the right-sided centre-back, not Joey. So, yeah.
I mean, even when he went right back today, he continued to be good.
Yeah, and I'm talking about before Trent went off injured. When Trent goes to midfield, Matip was the right-sided centre-back and Joey was in the middle, which I thought it should have been the other way around, because you don't want to get Matip in a channel. Do you get what I'm saying? You're rather... You're on mute, Cal. You're on mute.
You're on mute, bro.
Sorry, we had to, though, because Matip started in the 4. Matip was the right centre-back. So if you're doing that, then you have to swap Gomez and Matip over all the time whenever Trent went forward, and that would have been confusing.
Yeah, I guess
that would have been madness. You can't.
Yeah, because you'd have to keep going past each other.
Yeah. That would be absolutely
left,
madness.
but I noticed Joey's better with his weak foot than Matip. That's what it is.
Definitely.
Matip's weak foot is
not passing. I would probably say Matip's better at passing with his weak foot.
No, Joey.
Don't look at today, because Matip was like horrible passing today. Generally speaking, I think Matip's better passing.
Matip, you know, Football Manager, Matip is right foot only.
No, but in the games I watch him, he can pass with his left foot.
No. Matip can do a ground pass and not under. If he dribbles, he might use it. But Matip is very heavily one-footed, you know.
Yeah, I mean, ground passes is what I was talking about, because neither of them can like spray the ball wide and all that.
No, Joey's not spray, but Joey. If I could trust someone, I would trust Joey.
Would be better at spreading the play.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, Matt. I don't know. Maybe they're about even at passing, to be honest.
Robbo, thought he had a really good game again today.
He did.
Couple of good corners as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Probably gonna get 8.5 for Robbo.
I'll give Robbo an 8 as well. I thought Robbo was good today.
I'll give Robbo 8 today.
Okay. Average out to 8.
He looks energized, didn't it, Robbo? He looks a bit re-energized. Like
he does.
Yeah, he does. He looks a bit re-energized.
Maybe 8.5 for Robbo. You know,
I was going to say, I think 8. I think he was better than Matip today.
Yeah, the corners. Maybe we're being a bit harsh.
I won't argue with an 8.5.
Yeah, I say 8.5. You know why? Because Robbo's standards are so high. That's another thing what we forget. Yeah,
I just like watching him being re-energized. I really do, because you know he did look fatigued and all that last year. So I'm happy to see him re-energized, man.
Yeah.
McAllister for me was excellent again today.
Bro.
Can somebody explain to me why Endo wasn't playing? Because I missed the beginning of the game. I didn't actually know what exactly was going on.
There's no reason. However, one thing I would say is not alarming, but it's something that I think if Endo doesn't start playing more games after the international break, because you got to think to yourself, maybe Klopp trying to bed him in very slowly and he kind of had to get rushed in. I would be a little concerned in terms of where does he fit in? Is he just going to be now a utility player? Because the way how when we bought him, it was perceived to us from the club, we didn't necessarily believe, but from the club, Endo's going to be the starting DM. Well, today was the perfect example. Play the starting DM, and then you allow your other offensive players to go and allow McAllister to go further forward and net a play. So that kind of didn't.
I've just got a feeling maybe Klopp's just taking him out of the limelight for a bit.
Maybe.
Let him get used to the team, and then he can come back into the team, because usually Klopp doesn't fling certain players straight in. It might just be that. And it ain't like McAllister can't do a job there. We don't want him to be there, but it ain't like. And you know what? Maybe it was a part of Klopp's plan today to be a little bit more offensive minded, and that is what you do if you've got Jones and McAllister playing, because McAllister will be deep, but then he has the ability to also spring the attack from that role. And maybe that was the plan, which if it was, worked perfectly. So it might not have even literally been like, Endo ain't good enough. It might just be, I actually think I want to play this way, get Jones back in the team, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And Jones was good today. So it might be
McAllister was really good today. He reminds me of when Man City used to play, let's say Rodri was not fit, which he normally was, but let's say Rodri missed out for a game, they sometimes would play Gundogan in that 6, and even though it's a different style to like Gundogan is obviously an 8, but the way how Gundogan is very press resistant, receive the ball, he's got eyes in the back of his head, can pass like everywhere. That reminded me of McAllister today. He's so good on the ball, and I just want to see him slightly further up, working things together. But today I thought he was immense. I would say 8.5, 9. I'm gonna go. When I think about what he had to do today, he was tenacious as well. And I like how he's strong on the ball. I think he gets a 9 as well. Yeah, it has to be. Can't be lower than that.
I'll go 8.5, but I see where you're coming from.
Jones.
Do you know what?
I'm going to go 8 for Jones. I thought Jones was good today, man.
Yeah, I was even saying 8.5.
His pressing was wicked.
His pressing was very good. At times, one thing I will say, he needs to know that if he's going to press, see if the others are going to go with you. Because I feel like he's very good at triggering it, but the others don't follow him. And sometimes,
but that's their fault, not his, though.
No, I know, but he has to also, like, basically, you got to say something that will give someone a signal that you're going to. It's not his fault necessarily, but he's got to be in sync at times. Because sometimes he tries to do the one-man pressing thing, which can work, but then sometimes it doesn't work because then the ball gets bypassed.
I always believe that is everyone else's fault, bro. If there's instructions and you've been told what to do, and then you're following instructions, and you look around and no one else,
that might not be instruction, though.
That's more on you. Well, it kind of is, because we know what we're like as a team and what we've been doing under Klopp for the whole time he's been here. Like,
no, what I mean,
I think pressing is actually part of the plan. It's part of the strategy. I think a lot of people do follow him. I think there's only the odd time people don't follow him. I think for the majority of the time, people do follow him in the press. So
I'm actually going to go 7.5 for Jones.
Okay, fair enough.
Jones was good today. Jones was good today. Because Sydney came back.
7.5 is still good, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, it's not. No, I'm not saying your rating's back. Because I'm only going to give him half rating higher than what you get. I'm going to give him an 8. Reason being as well, he's been out with injury. His work ethic is second to none. There was only few little instances where like he dallied on the ball and I remember he got caught, but he was he was this Jones of following on from last season where like his trajectory was going up and up, and I think he's maturing. I think Jones was very good. So I'm giving Jones an 8.
Considering he hasn't played for a while, that was a wicked performance.
Just stepped into the lineup against a very, very good team.
What are you giving him, Drift?
8. I'll give him an 8.
8 for me as well.
Do I need to ask you guys about Dominik or
10?
I need to ask you, look. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't even want to talk about anyone else.
Or is it Alcantara? It might be an Alcantara, you know.
I go 10. I don't know if it was Alcantara. I go 10.
No, the goal. I'm going Alcantara. I don't know about you, man, but I'm going Alcantara. You want to know why? The numbers at the bottom of the screen speak for themselves as well as the goal. Okay, we can ignore the jewels. The jewels aren't the highest, but
I'm going to go 10 because I think he could have a better game than he had today.
Same.
Bro, this wasn't even his best game, but he's so good that the goal, like you see that goal, you know, no one from actually, I'm trying to think, anyone that we sold last season, who could score that goal in their weak foot like that? Just ping it half volley.
Oxlade-Chamberlain in his prime, that's it.
Yeah, I would say Navigator 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10.
I'm not even going to troll it. Yeah, I was going to say, well, I'm not even trolling. I think maybe Ox 3 times out of 10, Naby once out of 10.
You want to? I agree with that. Yeah, but with him, it's like a 5 out of 10 on a weak foot.
The technique's gracious.
Yeah, the technique's the same. The technique is the same on either foot. He was just unlucky with the second.
He actually aimed for the bottom for like the half volley, bang.
Yeah,
beautiful, absolutely
different with it.
Do you remember when he did a little drop of the shoulder on the wing?
Oh, on the right wing. Right wing.
That little drop of the shoulder on the wing and then sent man to the shot.
Had Luca Dean in all sorts of issues.
Yeah,
he did
problems.
Luis Diaz.
He was busy. He was involved, but then
not
obviously
his best game, innit?
Yeah. Not like as good as Diaz can normally be. Maybe a 7 for Diaz today.
I'd have gone 7.5 for Diaz.
I'd say 7 today.
Okay.
I'd go 7. Yeah, he's
I can hear someone's TV, guys.
Can you hear my TV?
It must be yours. Yeah, I can hear. I can hear something.
Okay.
Stop one. Nunes.
I'm gonna go 8 for Darwin today.
Got an
assist.
Scored, but got an assist.
Technically, he hit the post and hit the crossbar. He was so unlucky with the crossbar because it was like really well played, especially
he caused very problems today
from the tight angle. Kept their defense all game. They didn't know what he ran himself into the ground. He was knackered by the time he came off. Always running the channels, always keeping them busy, never giving them a breath. Don't underestimate that the assist, the way he flicked the ball onto the back post for the goal as well. It was good. Yeah, man, I thought he was really, really good. I think we just look a lot more dangerous when Nunes is down the middle. We just do. I'm not saying Jota can't do that, but obviously Jota ain't been that good in the central role in the 2 games he started at the beginning of the season. Jota's actually now been really good when he's been coming on and making sub impacts off the bench. But the 2 games he started, he wasn't really good. Nunes he's got to play up front now, Nunes. Until he falls out of form, Nunes has to be the number 9 now for me. He has to lose that position rather than being somebody else being given that position now.
Yeah.
I was going to go 7.5 for Nunes as well.
I was going to go 8, you know.
The reason why, that's fair. No issues with that. I know the one that hit the post. I think he should have finished the one that hit the post. The one that hit the crossbar was slightly unlucky. And again, don't shoot me down for this. And I'm going to explain why I say this in more detail. His play, when he has the ball, still leaves a lot to be desired. But for me, I think that's more of a tactical issue than just a him issue. And the reason I say that is you look at Man City and how they play with Haaland. Haaland isn't great on the ball. We all know that. But he doesn't really have to get involved in the game. Me personally, if we set up in a way tactically where Darwin's playing through the middle and doesn't have to have that onus where he gets involved in the game a lot, I think that's where we see the best from him. I think he is so direct. He's so instinctive as a striker. I think you take the rest out of his game and just let him do what he should be doing. And you let the rest of the players tactically do what they need to do. I think that's when we get the best out of him.
I think he actually did quite well with his link-up play in today's game.
I think he's quite sloppy on the ball still.
He can be.
I don't know, man. I thought he did all right.
Yeah.
There was only one time when I think that...
have a rubbish game, by the way. I'm not saying he had a rubbish game, but I'm just saying on the ball, he's not as accomplished as someone you'd want who's going to get involved in the play on a regular basis.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think obviously his overall link-up play, generally speaking, yeah, you're right. He ain't no like Aguero or Drogba or anything like that. But I thought today he was all right. Like I think the ball would be fizzed into him and it would lay it off and then he'd make a run and would drag out wide and he'd play a little part. Like I thought he did all right today. I don't think there was anything wrong with his link-up play today. Overall, yeah, I don't think he's got brilliant link-up play. But today, I thought he was all right.
He did miss an open goal as well, though, guys.
That was an extremely difficult, like the way the pass was and the way he was running, that wasn't something where you can just be like, he's whack, he missed that. That was like,
I'm not saying he was whack, but I do think he's good enough to finish that. I think that should have been finished personally.
The ball was kind of not part. Like I think that was a difficult one. Obviously, like you know, in the ideal world, yeah, I thought he had scored at first, but like when you see the angle afterwards of the way the cross was, it was like he was proper stretching for it. So I don't know.
Just quickly as well on Nunes, I think today, yeah, I think his link-up play was okay today. Like there were times when like he laid it off, it didn't work, and other times where it worked, and then
sorry guys, shout out to Bizarre. Klopp's confirmed Trent has a hamstring problem.
Oh fuck, we're thinking it's ankle and this is hammy,
bro. But only 4 games into the season, bro.
Ah, flip's sake, man. That's 4 weeks.
If we're lucky.
Fuck,
crap, man.
Joey G automatically goes to right back. That means we're down to. And Virgil won't be back for the next game, will he?
No.
So
that's a Konza thing.
Oh
bro.
My days, that might have to be. We're not. I don't know about that, bro.
All right, look. We'll deal with that on Monday.
Bro, every time we win a game, there's something else to deal with.
I know. We deal with it on Monday.
Just win a game.
I know.
Flipping out, man. Down 10 men every game. Someone gets injured. Someone suspended.
In his opinion, but that's.
So hopefully maybe it's just a tweak, one of them ones, rather than
Trent's opinion.
He'll have to get the scan in the morning.
Still going and tomorrow. God willing, it's not too bad.
Sorry, just quickly what I was to finish about Nunes. Yeah, basically, on the ball, he's still can be a bit clumsy. However, I do kind of agree in a weird way. It is like a tactical issue, like what you're saying, because you just want him to finish off the move. You don't necessarily want him to always be linking. Like it's fine for him to link. Obviously, linking is part of football, but if you can, your patterns of play are designed for him to kill off a move. If you watched Man City yesterday, there were many times when Foden was literally trying to lay it off, and my man Haaland decided to just clap it, bang, goal. And that's the reason why last week against Newcastle, we saw the best of Nunes. Not trying to say he can't link, because he can, but link up might not be his strong suit. So what do you go to? His strong suits, that's killing off chances. That's what you want to do. And
one thing I will say, what a lot of people forget is things go in fashion, right? Football, loads of things go, like, for example, this argument we've been having recently about inverted wingers. It's just a fashionable thing. I grew up in a day and age where if you're right foot, you play on the right. Now everything's the opposite and people think you can't, and all this stuff here, like whichever way you want it. It's all football runs in fashion. I think a striker having to be spectacular at link-up play and being silky or whatever became fashionable and it worked. We got so used to it with Bobby, who's one of the most technically gifted players that's ever played for Liverpool, that I think that we're just programmed now to think how a striker has to be so amazingly technical and rare. Putting the ball in the back of the net is kind of all a striker really used to have to do. And he's kind of a throwback to that. Do you get what I mean? That's just what his job is.
No one's not.
But I think everybody's a bit overly he's not great technically, and it's if he's doing his job, then who cares how good technically?
No, but we're just
what you just said there, then that goes against everything we've just said then, because if his job's just to score goals and he didn't score a goal today, then we'd have to criticize him when that's not what we should be doing today, because his game was very good today.
Obviously, he can't score every game. Nobody gets 38 goals a season. Like, obviously, not every game, but what I mean is, like, if he's being threatening, if he's doing his job, then I think we're just too used to Bobby. And when we look around the world at all the Messis and all the, like, you know, the technical forwards that
I've said this about Jota, though. I've said this about Jota as well.
Yeah,
but remember, I used to defend Jota the same way when I'd be like, I know Jota's link-up play ain't brilliant and all that, but guys, if he's scoring the goals, is it that big of a deal? We used to have the same conversation about Jota, and I used to say the same thing. You don't need to be Bobby.
No one's discrediting.
I'm not asking.
Everybody always feels that they have to talk about Núñez's lack of technical ability. It's like, can we just leave it now? We know he's not the best. Like, why do we mention it every time? Like,
because we're speaking about how we played today.
But there were times today when he had the ball.
It's always brought up about his technical ability. Every time.
I don't understand.
Today, and I told you how he played today. There's nothing in it.
Hold on, one sec, boys. One sec.
Like, it's really not a big deal. Like,
I don't think it's a big deal. It's the same thing about Jota. We said Jota. Remember, we get to say Jota essentially because Jota can be a bit clunky at times. Jota is like we say Jota's a gunman, innit? We rather don't want to really see him out wide. I don't think there's anything wrong in pointing out things that happen during the game. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. So when Núñez was running with the ball, and looking a bit clunky, or he couldn't control the ball properly, or the layoff wasn't right. But that's just part of the game. That's not us looking for things, because looking for it is something that didn't happen in the game. And these things happen in the game. We're not discrediting what he has. Like we're saying, I just pointed out the perfect thing that we should be trying to do. When you know someone's not the greatest at doing something, you focus on their strengths. And that's all I was trying to say. I said our patterns of play, we need to get him more involved on the end of chances. I said part of link up in football, that's just normal, isn't it? You link up is a part and parcel of how you play the game anyway. You should be linking up with players. All I'm saying is there are shortcomings that you can see. So if there's shortcomings that you can see with any player, what you do is you focus on their strengths. And his strength is predatory, innit? So you try and get him to them. Basically, you need to get him to closest to goal as possible. You don't want him further away from goal.
But that's my point, man. As a fan base, all I ever hear is people focusing on the downfalls. And that's why I'm saying, let's just stop it now.
No one's focusing.
You lot keep on thinking I'm just talking about you as well. So you lot keep taking it personal. I'm talking about the fan base in general. But we got over 1,000 people in the chat, and I see the same thing. Like, everybody talks about Núñez's downfall.
Everyone's picking him up, bro.
Let's forget it. Everyone's getting defensive. It's all right. It's fine.
Defensive?
Nothing to be like.
It's fine. It's fine. Just leave it. I just always hear people constantly having to talk about what Núñez isn't good at. It's always what he's not good at. What he's not good at. It's
not
man.
Because it goes, but there's people who go ultra negative about Núñez, but there's also people who are ultra positive as well. Like,
and there's not many, but.
No, there is drift. Just because you might not see it or you ignore those ones, like, doesn't mean that there's not.
Everyone's saying he had a good game today. I don't understand.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Let's leave it. Let's move on.
Salah.
He was greedy. He was a bit greedy.
Yeah, there was a few times he was greedy, but he still had a really good game though. But yeah, he had a good game. And why was he not happy when he got the goal? Am I reading into it too much because of the foolishness that's gone on in the last few days? Like, it was almost like he wasn't happy to score the goal.
I think that's more maybe frustration, that in a sense of he knew you should have scored before. There was chances where the ball was played to him and like he took another touch, tried to beat the man when he should have shot. I don't know, Salah was a little bit indifferent, but scored. He was good, but like he maybe just annoyed at his own performance. He knows he can play better. He knows he probably could have got at least another goal today. If I'm being honest, he probably could have got another goal.
He got an assist. Well, no, I mean, obviously, like, not an assist, but like it was his pass for the goal.
Like, there was one where Salah was running, and he could have played, was it Gakpo?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I'm giving Salah the same. I'm giving the same grade to Salah as I gave to him. I'm giving him 7.5. So,
it was just he was being a little bit greedy. I think that's all it was. He was just being a bit greedy. Like, there was a part, Trent played 2 identical passes, and one we got the goal from when it came when with the cash on goal, and then he did another one. And Mo was like in like the famous Mo position. Do you not remember? He just had to open up his body and have a shot from outside the box. Or I think Nunes or somebody was just like waiting for a cutback. And then like he kind of, I don't know what, and I think he got tackled in the end. It was like, Mo, what the hell was that, bruv? Like, I think he tried to like have a shot in the end. It was like, it was a bit off today, innit? I'm hoping it ain't just all the things that have been going on with like playing on his mind. But I'll go 7.5 for Mo today. I'll go 7.5. I thought it was good. I just thought he could be a lot better.
You know, thinking of it now,
I went 8 for Nunes. So yeah,
I went 8. I'm going 7.5 for Salah. I thought Nunes was a little bit better than Salah today, if I'm being honest.
No, he was a little bit better.
I thought Nunes was playing a little bit more team-orientated football, in my opinion. That's no slight on Salah. It's just that there's times when he really wants to score and he's not picking the right option. Even though we got a goal today. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and I know people are going to probably say, Matt, you're being disrespectful to Salah now. It's like,
what I'm saying. When we say these about
Salah,
Salah,
speak about
like,
man's weaknesses. Like
we did this. We just spoke about Salah's weaknesses in the game. The same.
Oh my days! What a goal by Rashford. But we move.
So what are you guys giving Salah?
7.5.
The substitutions. Elliot.
All right, I'm gonna say something, and I'm not gonna. All right, that was a Mane type goal, Rashford.
All right, Div, don't get carried away now.
No, I'm just being that. That was like a Mane type of goal. Like,
I know what you're saying, but we can't put Mane and Rashford in the same sentence, bro. We can't.
No, Rashford's not as good as Mane. I'm saying it was a Mane type finish, though. Anyway, remember I rate Rashford. I know a lot of people don't rate, but I rate Rashford.
I do better there, Drift. I'm not gonna lie.
Who, the dead keeper?
I think that's a savable shot, personally.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think the way they defended him and showed him inside. Ben White.
What was I gonna say, sir? Yeah, all right. Every time we played a game last season, and I'm not even trying to like draw Cal into my comparison. It's just like something everybody will kind of like, and I'm making it easy for people to understand. There'll be a moment during the game where a substitution was about to be made, and Milner will be on the touchline, and I'll look at Cal's face, and Cal's face would be like, for fuck's sake. And sometimes you just say it out loud. Is Milner coming on again? What is the point in Milner coming on? I'm starting to feel like that a little bit with Elliot.
No
like
comment.
Every game, I'm like,
so glad you mentioned Kyle.
Why is Elliot coming on? Like Klopp, I get it. Oh my God, Arsenal scored already. Fucking hell, Man United are so shit.
Really?
Like, I get that Elliot is the project, but like,
oh the God,
every game. Oh no, why are you trying to tell everyone to calm down? You're normally the one who causes the problems, big man.
Come boys. They're still.
But yeah, like
pause,
I don't know,
pause,
man. I just get a little bit. I just get a little bit annoyed at the fact that like he's always the one who comes on. But to be fair to him, he played well today and against Newcastle when he came on. So it's not like he didn't play well, but like I just think there's like an obsession now from Klopp with getting the best out of Elliot. Elliot is definitely the project. 100%. That is like one of the top priorities from Klopp is to get Elliot to become a super player. I know you mean.
Elliot was all right. I thought Elliot was all right today. Nothing special. Nothing thingy.
7 for me.
Yeah,
I'll give him a
6.5. 6.5 for me. 6.5.
I'll give him a 7.
So when
again, it wasn't because he played badly. It was just because I'm like, my mind keeps thinking.
So when I was saying last season, I was getting frustrated because it showed favoritism. Do you now see what I was meaning? Then?
I don't think with Elliot it's favoritism. I think Klopp knows the only way he'll get better is to play. So he's giving him that game time to get better. I don't think it's like, oh, I love Elliot more than all the other players. I think it is like he's at that age now where it's like he's only going to get better if he plays. So Klopp's giving him the opportunity to get better. But it's annoying me because I'm like, there's games and I don't think he should be coming on. But then again, I was wrong in the Newcastle game. I thought he shouldn't have come on against Newcastle, and he was brilliant and part of why we won the game. So what do I know, innit? But yeah.
Gakpo.
Gakpo was quiet today when he come on still.
He struggled to get into the game, in my opinion, you know.
Yeah.
He was running around a lot.
What I think is happening with Gakpo is I think it's like when he first signed for the club. I think he's a slow starter. I think as the season goes on, he's going to become better and better and better. But like he's like starting like, you know, do you remember when he first came in January and it was a bit of a slow start, obviously because he was a new signing. And then it picked up and then he found his rhythm. He just ain't found his rhythm yet. And the poor guy has actually been played like all over the place in the first couple games as well. So
I think I think today Gakpo struggled to get into the game a bit. His confidence has probably dropped a little bit as well because he's gone from starting the season as a CM. His first 2 games as CM, if I'm not mistaken. Then he goes false 9. Then he don't play. I feel like Gakpo is a player who needs to play. He's not... Basically, Gakpo can't do, in my opinion, what Núñez can do. So if Núñez doesn't start, I still feel like Núñez can affect a game, just like last week. Bang, goal, bang, goal. And I could be wrong, but Gakpo needs to play. He's a rhythm. He's a very much rhythm player. And I just worry now how we're going to get the best out of him and Núñez at the same time. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
he'll get used to it. He'll get used to it. Because Núñez wasn't good at being an impact player at first, but now he's kind of...
But Núñez's traits, and this is why I get all jokes aside, I know we're going into again about responsibilities, but Núñez is an aggressive player. When Núñez goes onto the pitch, he tries to make an impression straight away. And him being so quick and strong and whatnot, he can impact a game like that. Gakpo is very different. Gakpo needs the ball to make things happen. They're different players, if that makes sense. So he needs to play. I don't know how we're going to get the best out of him, but I think we will at some point. But
he'll get used to it. He'll get used to it. I'm only going to go 5. I'm only going to go 5
as well. 5 as well.
Jota.
5 again as well. Like,
I thought Jota was a little bit better than Gakpo. I said Jota was 6.
I think so. He didn't really get into the game.
No, he went in a couple of runs and was trying to.
Yeah. Jota was a bit more direct and stuff like that. I thought Jota was better than Gakpo.
He was, but like 5.5.
I'd go 6.5 for Jota.
I'll say 6 for Jota. I said 6.
Kwanzaa didn't really get much game time.
Yeah, I'll say 5 just for it wasn't like he didn't do anything wrong or whatever.
Yeah. He done well though, obviously, for the minutes that he had. So we'll say, what do you say, Kwanzaa 6? 6.
I was gonna go 5.5 for Kwanzaa.
That's cool. I forgot we had the 5.5. Remember that debate last year, was it?
It was a 4.5 was the debate. Don't get Drifty started again, please.
Oh yeah, it's 4.5.
What are you man giving Kwanzaa?
I mean, I don't actually remember him having to do much. I think that's more why I was going to go with the 5 because I'm like, I don't remember him even
interceptions. Just a couple of interceptions. Nothing crazy though.
Fair enough. Give him a 5.5 then.
Yeah, cool.
Man like Jurgen Klopp.
Klopp's got to get a 9 today, man.
Yeah,
whether you question this starting line I put at the beginning or not, we just got past an extremely good team. Whichever way you want to look at it, they came into this game after 3 wins, 2 in the Prem, 1 in Europe. They battered Thingy in Europe. I know obviously the levels is a lot lower, but like, wasn't it like 8-0 on aggregate or something like that? Like they hammered them. They came into the game.
Endo came on as well. Apologies, Endo.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Endo.
Oh my days! What did he? That must have been when I made my cup of tea because I didn't even know Endo.
Barely got any time though. He barely got any time, so just average out at 5.
Yeah, he shouldn't even be marked then.
Hey, Dominic, I love. Dom, you know, man's already said.
People are saying that Endo did well. What did he do? I don't. Are they trolling?
Apparently, Szoboszlai said about Mohamed Salah, he wants to stay here and he will stay here. That's what Szoboszlai has said.
Oh, well, that's good then. That means that the changing room, they know, innit?
They know. I think we got to only worry about Salah next season, not this season, in my opinion.
I'm not going to speak too soon, man.
That is true, because things can happen. But
yeah, of course, anything could change. There's a week left.
That's what I'd like to think, anyway.
5 for Endo boys or anything higher? In fact,
yeah, 5. I didn't even know he came on.
Yeah.
He was better
than when I made my cup of tea.
He was better than Gakpo. I thought Gakpo was probably the worst out of everybody.
Yeah.
So we give him like a 6.
Fair dude.
6, you're saying, yeah, Matt?
Yeah.
I was going to go 5.5. What are you saying, Drift?
I didn't even know he came on. I must have made my cup of tea at that point. So I'm come back and didn't realize he was on the pitch. So I'll just go with you lot score then. 6. I'll give him a 6.
And Klopp, we all say 9, yeah?
100%.
Yeah.
Brilliant performance. Tactics spot on. Everything. Substitutions were good. apart from Gakpo, substitutions did their job. There were some tired legs. I think the substitutions today were a lot more about tired legs. Diaz ran himself into the ground and looked knackered. Nunes ran himself into the ground and looked knackered. Do you know what I mean? There's a part of me that's so happy that we've got Gravenberch, and this comes back to what Matt was saying when we first signed him, and me and Matt was trying to convince everyone to not be annoyed we didn't buy a 6 because you need a position for the 8 as well. Now we've got Gravenberch, Szoboszlai can get the rest that we can give others. That guy runs so much and gives so much in the game. I don't want him doing 90 minute. I want to be like, we got the game won like today, for example, 2 or 3-0, and then Gravenberch or someone can replace him. And the thing is, Szoboszlai gets moved around a lot as well, you know. I don't know if you lot have noticed, but whenever we make subs, he's always the one who would go to a new position.
He's too good for his own good, and Klopp is. Yeah. Here's the thing, Klopp. You know when Klopp said, you know, remember that famous quote, people.
They use him like a bar of soap.
Use him as a bar of soap, bro. But that was enough for Klopp. That's from Greg Popovich, yeah. But
and that's a whole big pause.
Yeah. Pause. That was a big pause. But my whole point is this, though. Klopp sees my man and just thinks, look at him. He can run. He can tackle. He can do everything. In fact, I think he spoke about Dom, actually. He said, here we go. I've got the quotes from young Klopp now regarding Dominik Szoboszlai. All 4 games, pretty impressive. Tactically smart. Absolutely ready for the dirty part of the game. Really hard working. He is so important. And what a goal. It's the cleanest strike I've seen for a long time. Top performance. You know, that's Klopp's number 1 CM. The way how from when Klopp says this exact phrase, he's so important. Bro. But we just got to be careful, though.
I'll be real with you. Szoboszlai is one of the players I don't even want to see go on the plane in Europa.
No, but you know it's going to happen, though. Don't say it because it's going to happen.
No, I'm just saying him, Salah. I don't want to see touch Europa as well. Yeah. But I do feel we're going to see these players in Europa.
Yeah, I think so.
I hope we don't in the group. I hope we don't.
I think we will, you know.
We will.
But then again, you got to remember, though, like, let's keep it a buck. We always forget big players want to play in Europe, even if it is Europa League. And a lot of them might tell Klopp, like, I'm annoyed if you're not playing me in Europe.
And Klopp's meant to go, I'm the manager, I make the decisions.
No, but there are some times when you got to think about a player wants to play in Europe because it's part of being a footballer. Like Toulouse away, for example, you can understand maybe why he would take Salah off him because like it's the hardest game in the group and like it's still a European game. And do you know what I mean? Because remember, players don't want to have no European football in a season because they love being footballers at a higher level. Do you get what I mean? You can't always be angry at players playing in some games because they might be like, no, Klopp, I want to play, man. Like, we do it from a fan point of view. We're always trying to be all like,
because you don't want players to get injured and things like that. Oh, rack up minutes in it. But I know what you mean.
But from them, they're gonna want to. You know what I mean? They're gonna like. If you was a football account, for example, you're not gonna be happy. If someone goes, "You're only playing Prem games, bro," because we're in Europa League. You'll be like, "No, I want to play some Europe." What do you mean? I'm not gonna play no European games.
For the beginning part of the group stage, with all due respect, I don't think we should need a Szoboszlai and a Salah.
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
We shouldn't. If we sit there and harp on and say we've got one of the best squads going and like, Kelleher should be able to handle Europa.
That's different though.
Doak, right?
They're going to travel. These big players are going to travel.
And Gravenberch should be able to take on Szoboszlai's role in Europa, right?
No, but I mean, I think Gravenberch is good enough to play in all of the roles in the team, isn't it?
No, I'm not. Yeah. No, but I'm saying if we're taking those 3 players out of the team, we should have enough to cover those 3 players, right?
Yeah, we should. But what I'm saying is, I think he's going to want to play, though.
Yeah, but it's not down to what he wants, bro. It's down to the team.
Not always, but you still have to keep a player happy, though, bro. So you can't just go, right, for the whole 6 games in Europa League, Salah, Szoboszlai, or like anyone you think that, no, you ain't playing no European football. Because they're going to be like, no, I want to play some European football, bro. What do you mean I'm not playing
the
that?
Team, the bigger picture is the team, bro. We want you guys to be, all the conversation has to be, we believe, one, we want to rotate and give some of the other players some minutes.
They will do that, though.
Part of the squad.
They will do, though.
And 2, we want to keep you guys as fresh as possible. So when we get to the back end of the season and we're hopefully competing in all these competitions, you're more fresh.
That bit they will do, though, Cal. I don't think Klopp will do a madness and play the strongest team every game. He won't. But what it is there just might be times when I think he might play them for a little bit longer, or he might start them, then bring them off. Because you got to remember as well, as much as I do actually agree with you, iron sharpens iron, and these athletes need to be in peak condition. And by doing that is by playing games. Obviously, everyone needs their rest, but I just feel like just manage the situation properly. And I think we got the squad to do it as things stand. And I think it's something that we could maybe expand upon in January, because as great as business as we've done, we know we're not perfect, just like any other team, but there are still some issues where you think, you know what, we have to be very, very lucky with injuries and suspensions, because already after seeing Virgil get suspended, that added 1 or 2 games or whatever, and then you've got Trent as well. Already the defense is looking a bit like, oh, flip, man. So yeah,
I think one thing that we always forget as well, though, is even though, like, in an ideal world, what we like as fans and what we always talk about seems good on paper, but I would need anybody to give me actually evidence of how rotating a whole team has ever really worked. Like, if you go and look at a lot of the English teams who don't do well in Europe, for example, in the Europa League, when they are in there, I think a lot of the time it's because they do think they're too good and we can just change 10 players and have this whole new thing and like it's just going to work. And it kind of don't, you know. I think as fans, we always go on the ideals and we always go on the perfect scenario. But in football, if you really think about it, 3 or 4 changes to a team is kind of the most you should do, no matter what. If you actually want continuity and momentum and all that, like, it doesn't really work when you do the whole 10 new players all go in. Like, that's why sometimes I will get knocked out of a cup game in the 3rd round and we'll be like, and we're all angry. But when you look, you're like, those 9 players playing to do ain't had no game time for like however long. And it's like, sometimes, like, it's kind of, you know what I mean? The ideal world scenario doesn't always work in reality. So I think that's why managers don't really do it very often.
I'm just saying, for the group stages, I genuinely believe we can do it and be fine. I'm not saying
I hear what you're saying.
For the group stage, we should be fine to do that. If we're not fine to do that, we can't complain if we get injuries or get tired at the end of the season, and 2, we can't sit there and moan about not having a big enough squad then, because what's the point of having a big squad if we ain't going to rotate?
No, but you rotate individuals at different times, Cal. You don't do it all at one time. That's what I'm saying. That's why our managers don't normally do like all 10 changes for one cup game or whatever, because it don't work. You do a couple, 3, 4, and then you do another 3 or 4 in a different game. Like, you know, so you're just spreading it out.
I mentioned 3 players I don't want to see play Europa League group stage. 3 players.
I think they'll play because they want to play, though.
But that's my problem. The manager should be saying to them, I don't, respectfully, just because you want to play, that's not what's best for the team.
I hear where you're coming from. It's an ideal world, but they're gonna want to play at some point. They're not gonna only want to play 1 game a week until after Christmas, which is essentially what would happen if we do what you're saying, Cal. They're gonna be like, no, give me some midweek games. I don't only want to play 1 game a week till Christmas. That's how they're going to feel as players. And at some point, Klopp will have to give in slightly for player happiness, if you get what I mean. So in an ideal world, I agree with you, Cal, but it's not going to happen. Szoboszlai, Mo, they're not going to play a couple of the Europa League games. They are. I'm telling you, they are.
They will.
All right. Well, then we can't moan if there's any injuries or tiredness then.
It's not about moaning. It's about, I guess, just kind of understanding.
I just said balance.
Why.
Just got to balance. You've got to balance.
Yeah. Like, balance. We'll see what happens anyway.
Will indeed. Got this nice little international break now. Coming back from the international break, should have Gavin Birch. Bashek will be further along. Thiago, in theory, should be back.
Is Gavin Birch in the Dutch squad?
I'm not sure. The reason why he couldn't be on the bench today is because we registered him, because he signed too late to be registered.
Yeah.
I thought it was always 24 hours before the game. I didn't know it was Friday.
No, it's 12 p.m. It was
12 p.m. on Friday or something. Yeah.
Even if you had a Monday game, it would still have to be 12 p.m. on Friday.
Yeah, that's the cut-off day for anybody.
Okay,
it's the cut-off time, basically.
Fair enough.
Apparently, he's going with the under-21s. Apparently, he's only playing under-21s because he went to the World Cup, didn't he?
No, he went to he didn't. Sure, I think he got shafted, you know?
He didn't go World Cup.
I wouldn't be surprised after not playing football for 6 months with Bayern, though.
He got shafted for something. No, he was in the under-20. Did he go World Cup?
I know he was in the under-21 squad for the Euros.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking. He's in the under-21 for the Euros, so he didn't. I can't remember, but he got shafted for something.
Apparently, Hugo saying he didn't go salted, and Hugo said he didn't. Wow, that is shocking.
Yeah. Mad thing, innit? I can't wait for Gravenberch to play, you know, for us. Trust me.
Same.
He's gonna be serious.
I'm looking forward. I'll be honest though. I think that sixth position is going to get rotated a lot this season.
I think it will. No, but
you know what? If we continue to play well like we did today, I'm not angry at it.
We got to be careful against the bigger teams, though. That's one thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, only the big six are harder than Aston Villa, right? Let's be honest. Like, Aston Villa are actually proving this season they're probably better than Newcastle at this point.
That's true. And when I say bigger teams,
you know what I mean? Like,
Newcastle washed Aston first game of the season, bro.
Yeah, but when you go back and look at the actual game count, you realize it was kind of like Newcastle just took every chance. They weren't actually 5 goals better in the performance level.
They dealt with them.
No, if you go back and watch, bro, you'll see. Like, and ever since
Brighton are better than Villa as well.
Brighton are better than Villa.
Possibly. Well, Brighton are better than Newcastle at this moment. So
it's 3 games in, bro.
Nah, I think Newcastle are struggling under the pressure of what they're supposed to be. I can kind of see it. I think that they're overrated. I'm not saying they're rubbish or anything. Newcastle are struggling under the pressure of what they're supposed to be. This is what happens when you're ahead of schedule. There's then levels that are meant to be met, and you might struggle to meet them now. And they look like they're going to struggle to meet those levels.
I like the way they play their football, man.
Fair dues. All right, anything you guys want to say before we take it out, people?
Oh no, we've got to do the.
We've got the super chats, bro.
No, yeah. Apart from that, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just brilliant win, absolutely brilliant win. To get a clean sheet as well with Joey and Matip, big up them, man. Because obviously I know Robbo and Trent played in defense as well, but that is a very impressive result to stop Aston Villa from scoring without Virgil or Ibu. You know what I mean? Big up them, man.
Yeah, no, just to add to that as well.
Brilliant performance, man. Brilliant performance.
No, definitely. To add to it, 2 great wins. Obviously, one was more dramatic being last week, but this one, I think we really kind of showed everybody, like, we might not necessarily have everything that we need, but what we have is absolute quality in abundance. We have to give, as much as, you know, we can sit here and complain about how we didn't get, you know, a certified DM, even a centre-back or right back. One thing we cannot do is applaud the players that have walked in the door. And, you know, 2 of them today, 2 of them that actually played. I know Endo came on, but didn't really play that much, but 2 of them today played outstanding. And it's testament to our recruitment team that we was able to get these players. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they are quality. And let's just keep this momentum going now. Let's keep it going. I know we got Wolves, I think, on when we come back from international duty. It's an early kickoff as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's 12:30. We have to be ready. We have to be prepared. And hopefully Trent Alexander-Arnold's injury isn't too bad as well. And maybe, hopefully, praying he might be okay for that game, but if not, hopefully he's not too far from that. And the same thing as Thiago. We move, people. We move.
One thing I will say off the back of what Matt just said there as well is it's early days. It's early days, so I'm not getting carried away at all. But a lot of what the worries were from last season seem to be being ironed out, or they already have been ironed out in terms of attitude. That was one of the big problems we had with the way our team was last year. It just didn't seem like the attitude was right. That seems to be fixed now. We didn't like the fact that we couldn't keep the ball because we didn't really have players that could keep the ball. Now we have an abundance of players who can keep the ball. So there's a lot of things that are changing that we asked to be changed. All we can do is be happy they're changing. And it's the beginning. I think that's what's making me happy. If you get 10 out of 12 and you're a new team with an entirely brand new midfield trying to get used to each other, you're on the right track. Because if it clicks and gels properly, then it's only up, right? So I think to get 10 points out of 12 with a brand new midfield and you know what I mean, and a whole new scenario is really, really good. I think we're kind of underestimating how good our start to the season has been based on the circumstance. So I'm really, really happy. I'm really, really happy. And hopefully it can continue. And hopefully we got our Liverpool back, man. And last year was just a blunder or whatever you want to call it, because quite a few of the players have looked a lot better this year. Salah already looks better this season. Joey already looks better this season. Matip already looks better this season. Robertson already looks better this season. Trent ended the season really well, but he's still been brilliant this season. Nunes looks better this season. Jota and Gakpo were probably about the same as they were last season, or no, actually Gakpo's probably worse, but I think he'll kick into gear. And then obviously our midfield is brand new. Elliot arguably was good last year, even though it was weird how he fit in. He's continued. So, like, there's a lot of positives. There are a lot of positives, man. Let's not dwell on the whole, like, you know, all right, Virgil's much better than he was last season, real talk. Ali's Ali. Even the tactical decisions now Klopp's been making in his first 4 games are better than a lot of what he did last season. Like, everybody just seems refreshed, re-energized. That bad hoodoo, whatever the fuck was going on last season, hopefully it's in the past now and we move. And if we gel properly, we might have our Liverpool back. 10 out of 12 before the international break, and that draw was an away game at Stamford Bridge opening day. We've done well, man. We've done well. And to be fair to Newcastle, they've had the hardest start of the league. So even though I gave them a bit of slack, Villa, City, Liverpool, then Brighton, you can't really get harder than that for your first 4 games of the season. You know what I mean? So I give them a bit of slack, but yeah, Newcastle don't quite seem to be it.
Do you know what? Shout out to Richard here as well. I did notice the ref for once. That's a goodness.
Yeah, wasn't the highlight of the game, innit? Like,
that's a very good point, actually.
No, be real. When the ref does bad, we call it out as we rightly should. When the referee does well, we need to give it the same energy. Well done to the referee today. Let things go as they needed to. I can't think of any decisions that were made that you're thinking,
what the hell?
What the hell are you doing?
Agreed.
That's how a game should be refereed.
No, big facts. You know, whoever that was, I forgot.
Yeah, I don't think there's a decision, or I don't think either team could sit there today and go, see that referee. Yeah, I don't think either team can do that. So I don't know the referee's name. Whoever that was, well done.
There was one foul I remember being annoyed about, and it weren't even the worst thing in the world. McAllister went for a ball.
There's always one.
No, McAllister went for a ball, and then the player, like, I can't remember who the Villa player was, but he anticipated a touch and dived, but McAllister didn't actually touch him. And it was about 30 yards from goal, so it's quite a dangerous free kick. And McAllister was baffled. Was it Douglas Luiz? And I was baffled. Yeah. But like one mistake in a game isn't bad refereeing. I'm just saying that was the only time when I went, ref, that was blatantly a foul. What's wrong with you? And it was a danger. But other than that, yeah, he was good. That's a fair point. You actually have to give the ref ratings today. He actually did have a good game.
Excellent game.
Very good game.
Big up to the referee.
Tonic says this was supposed to be a tough 4 games. You know, we cooking slow. Hopefully. H says, Mr. Sanderson, we need a word. That Powell brother smell. Early days for him. I think he's just playing in the wrong system at the moment. I don't think he's a rubbish player.
Pau Torres ain't crap. He's not crap.
Look at Matt's face. Matt can't.
I'm not even looking at you, bruv. I'm looking at this the thing.
O'Shane, he says, I'm so sorry, but the selfishness with our wingers might cost us in games when things aren't this easy. I don't think Diaz was selfish today.
No.
Well, Mo is a winger as well.
Mo was
no. That's why I didn't say Mo. Mo.
Was, no. Yeah, Mo. Sorry, he said winger. Yeah, I would say Mo.
Yeah, I think Mo was exuding.
I think you should change that to Mo. I think. Yeah.
Diaz is never really greedy. I don't really ever see Diaz being
actually
greedy.
No, there was one time. Remember when he cut inside and he could have laid it off for Nunes? Do you remember?
Yeah, Nunes could have done the same as well when Nunes was going down.
Yeah, I remember actually Nunes kind of got annoyed. No,
when there's 1 or 2 in the game, I don't think that's selfish. But when it's a running theme, I think that's when
agreed.
I'm selfish. Mantis says Schmeichel calling for an investigation as to why Dom's goal stood. Said Salah was in offside impeding Villa's keeper's sight. So much sort up there. But you could have had 3 goalkeepers in there. They weren't saving that.
Not saving. That was man talking.
No one's impeding Martinez's sight, man. Like apart from his own players, maybe.
Schmeichel has been a very salty guy. Whenever he does punditry, very salty. Like, your son is a brilliant footballer who's achieved big things. You was an excellent player. What's all the salt about, bro?
Ex-Man United. All the 3RGIZ says was very pessimistic of her not buying a centre back. My summer rate was 6 out of 10, but if Matip and Joe and Kwanzaa continue like that, I'm happy to eat humble pie. I hear that. I'm in that boat as well. Star Dazen says Matt shouldn't drift about Anthony, Mr. Werner.
All right. You got me, people. You got me.
Cesar Silva says Nunes love translated into Jota / Gakpo hate. # you never walk alone. I think that does happen a lot, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the fan base feel like there's always got to be a guy that they have an issue with.
No,
it's like a toxic thing, man.
No, I disagree. I just think there is a world where sometimes people hear one thing and presume the other. If I say I rate Gakpo, I said I rate Jota and think Jota should be our starting number 9. People will hear that and be like, oh, fair enough. Cal thinks Jota's the best. And other people will hear that and be like, Cal doesn't rate Jota, so Cal doesn't rate Darwin or Gakpo. It's not what I said.
Yeah, people do that a lot. People, people.
I think that's the main issue. I think that is genuinely the main issue. People hear you rate one player and automatically be like, "Oh, so you don't rate the other player."
I do think people always need somebody to hate. Though I do. I think it's like a toxicity within fan bases. Not Liverpool's, I actually mean football in general. There's always got to be a guy to have an issue with so you can have an issue. It's like a toxicity of being a fan. Like there's always got to be something. Plus, what are the chances every player always plays well all at the same time? It's like a non-factual possibility. It's like the reason why we've never had a season where there's been a 6-horse title race, even though there's 6 teams that technically should be good enough. Because it's just not possible in reality for everybody to be good all at the same time. It's the same with the players. You know what I mean? Somebody's not going to be... That's why we used to be so blessed that Bobby, Salah and Mane, for 90% of the time in our peak, were always good every game. It don't really happen. It was like a proper, like, weird phenomenon. That's why we were so good.
Mac 10, you never walk alone, says, loving this team, Szoboszlai.
Sobo.
Also going to say, so happy for Gomez. Darwin always involved in goals. Very true as well.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Donkel Zlatan says, Cal, I think that's meant to say, my God, we stole Szoboszlai. What a steal. I'm so happy we got him in. I'm not even trying to put down other players that we linked with. I'm so happy we got him in ahead of the others. So happy.
Can I just ask you a quick question? Yes or no? That's it. Let's not dwell on it. I need to know. I'm going to say it in public because it's better for the views. In hindsight, Szoboszlai or Bellingham? One word answer.
Oh, have you seen what Jude's doing at Real Madrid, bro? Have you seen it?
No. This isn't a put down of Bellingham. I just want your opinion.
Nah, do you know what, bro? Jude's doing a mad thing, though. Right now, Jude's doing mad stuff.
I'll be honest, Drift. I can't pick. Not because I'm trying to feel like I genuinely, I'd have to think about the answer because I think the answer is deep layered because based on who we brought in, I think I still don't even know.
What they both, because you see what it is. I used to just think Jude was just an all-round good midfielder, but Jude's now showing me he's got more. Like, bro, he's at Real Madrid and he's practically been their man of the match for every single game, bro. He's getting winners.
They're saying that Jude put down. I mean, it's a lot easier to play for Real Madrid in La Liga.
This is the biggest compliment I can give Szoboszlai.
But like, I'm not. It's not a Bellingham put down.
No. I know. This is the biggest compliment I can give Szoboszlai. People weren't speaking about him. Obviously, nowhere near the same light as Jude, especially last season.
Paul was right. Drifted asked for one word answer. We got into a thing.
Oh yeah, I can't give you one, bro. That's the problem. I can't.
Who would you pick, Drift?
Szoboszlai.
Fair dues.
I think he's more.
I don't hate you for saying that, but
I think he's more versatile, and I think that's what makes him such an excellent player. He's more versatile.
I don't even know, you know.
No, he is. Bellingham can't do at right wing. He's a brilliant player, but he ain't doing that right wing. Szoboszlai can do left wing, right wing, 10, 8. Like Szoboszlai's versatility is sensational. So
I'll be honest.
Versatility is one aspect.
Yeah, it's a tough. Put it this way: we didn't get Bellingham. We're comfortable because we got Szoboszlai.
Yeah, that's the biggest compliment. I don't sit here crying now thinking, oh my, like if we didn't get Szoboszlai and we would have got somebody else, I don't know who that person would have been, but I just don't think it would have been as good as Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Matt Bicazette says Nunes open space for wingers. Some of our goal scoring mids to attack through now, which is great. It's pure chemistry the way the rebuild is coming. Let's hope it continues. Ride Shotgun says current longest unbeaten streak, 15 games. LFC is back.
That's
We
true.
hope so. We hope that
from last
continues.
season,
That's a good point as well. I think we're forgetting we're still unbeaten, thankfully.
Shaka Laka says we can't give Nunes a pass all the time. We just want to see improvement in technical ability so that he can get 20 GA per season once Mo has left. I think that's a fair comment. Shabazz says, I don't get this. Why are you giving Harvey minutes? Why are you giving Harvey minutes thing against Chelsea a good cameo and Newcastle changed the game? High key Harvey to disrespect. I can't lie. I'm not quite sure what you mean.
I think he's trying to say
he's talking about when I said why is it always Elliot always coming on. Like I said, he's done really well when he's come on. I gave him his flowers for the fact he has, but I just think it's every game Elliot's gonna come on then. Like every game, like it's a predictability now. Every game Elliot is gonna come on without doubt. Do you know what I mean? Like, but if he continues to play well, then it'll be fine, isn't it?
Agent Devil's Advocate Callie says Trent captain Nunes starts a buzzer goal. Great win today. Big up yourself. A Don called Zlatan says Drifty passing accuracy stats. Dom 92%, Trent 91, Gomez 95, Robbo 95. Dom man of the match. Madness.
That is good passing stats.
Did you say Dom man of the match? 100%.
Charlie Williams says Gakpo was good today. Came on to see the game out. He wasn't supposed to go all out attack like Nunes. He's the best attacker we have that can drop deep and control the game. Respectfully, I disagree, man. I think the game was sealed regardless.
I agree with the fact that his role is to drop and make more midfield and not be always running and doing all the. There's horses for courses. You have different players for different roles, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's what's so good about our attack. All of our attackers are different at something, which means we've got so much variety in our attack. It's actually one of the most brilliantly constructed attacks that I can think of. We've literally got a mix of everything between all 5 front players. Like I can't think of anything we don't have. Do you know what I mean?
We are lacking one more winger.
No, attribute-wise, Cal. I mean, like we've got pace, we've got power, we've got skill, we've got intelligence, we've got creativity. Like we've literally got within one player, whatever one it is, we've got everything you need in an attack. Do you get what I mean? We're not missing anything in that regard.
Yeah, the variety is crazy because even if you look at City, their attack, they've only got Haaland, Alvarez, Doku, and would you say
Foden? Yeah,
Foden. That's they've only got 4.
But they've still got everything in that 4: pace, power.
I agree. But remember, we've got 5, and I know we're doing that whole. You want to do 2 for each position kind of thing. If you want that perfect squad, perfect like. But I think we're Grealish as well. Oh, so they have got 5. They've got
5 as well.
Except for I would say Foden. I don't even know what Foden is. Foden's just quality because sometimes I see Foden as a
Foden's everything.
Yeah, he's everything.
He's a bit like their Szoboszlai. He can kind of just do a good role wherever you play him.
Yeah. I agreed.
Foden was cooking yesterday, though.
I'm gonna say this. Sobo reminds me of a younger KDB.
Yeah, brother. I've been saying this.
No, but I said this from time, Cal. What do you mean?
Been saying this.
When we first spoke about him in the remember we were doing the member stuff.
Yes,
we were saying like,
this.
Remember we being shameless. We were like, you know what? It could be our KDB. Remember we said this.
But
it reminded me of.
I genuinely thought City were going to try and get him.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Oh, bro, I'll be honest with you. If we didn't get him, they would have got him. This is the one thing I will say. The reason I even said it today is because, and even I said this before recently, again to remind myself, bro, when he goes to that right-hand side, remember when KDB used to kind of like start game? Remember, sometimes they start him out wide. I don't know if you remember when he first came to City, he wasn't always in their 3-man midfield. KDB used to sometimes play with he used to be the winger, but not really a winger, if that makes sense, like a mid. Bro,
me personally, I think Szoboszlai is potentially the closest we've come to replacing Gerrard. If he continues on this trajectory, he's the closest we've come to replacing Gerrard
from
since
an
Gerrard.
attacking standpoint.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie,
yeah.
bro. His defensive work has been brilliant so far. He's
very
only
tenacious.
22. If he continues to get better at defending,
I think people forget what a monster Gerrard was in his younger days at defending.
I'm not saying Gerrard wasn't better because Gerrard was better, but what I mean is he's the closest we've come to replacing Gerrard potentially for me.
Probably, yeah.
I see a lot more
Yeah,
of Gerrard in him than I've seen in any of the other players we've signed since Gerrard retired.
Oh, we also said that about De Bruyne. We said De Bruyne's the closest regen we've seen to Gerrard as well. So it's kind of that's like. That.
I wouldn't say De Bruyne is anywhere near as good at defending as Gerrard, though. That's what I mean.
No,
So,
like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying from an
not,
attacking standpoint.
Bruyne works well in his system, but as an individual, from a defensive point of view, he's not close to Gerrard.
Yeah.
No. Gerrard was a wrecking machine. Yeah.
Had everything.
Yeah, it's a complete footballer, isn't it? It's complete. Kevin De Bruyne is also a complete footballer, but it sounds weird. He's complete, but he's not as complete as
No.
as
He's
Gerrard.
not a complete footballer because defensively, like you said,
No, it kind of is a complete midfielder, though. He's just it's just that you can still be complete.
In terms of his ability.
No, bro, you can still be complete. You're just not like, for example, he's a complete midfielder. It's just that Gerrard is also a complete midfielder, but Gerrard has an aspect that is stronger than KDB's, which is defensively. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
So then how can he be a complete midfielder if he's not that good defensively?
You both can be.
No, I kind of agree with Griff there, man.
If you're not really that good defensively, you can't be a complete midfielder, bro.
No, but I never. No. KDB is good, but it wasn't as good as Gerrard.
But I don't even think he's good at defending. I think he's just average at defending.
No, in a system and football. Let's say football has changed a lot.
He's an average defender, bro.
No, but he's not a defender.
Let's not do the.
No, but you know what I mean.
Man.
Like, yeah.
But plus, I'd even say as well, KDB is more of a 10 than Gerrard as well. If you were to really break it down, KDB is more of a 10 than an 8.
I don't think there's a position on the pitch that Gerrard couldn't have played, if I'm being honest.
He couldn't play right wing like KDB.
Yeah, in his heyday he could.
He did right midfield. I think KDB could do a bit more. KDB was a better dribbler than Gerrard. A better dribbler. KDB's a better dribbler than Gerrard, bro.
No,
as much as I love Gerrard.
I don't know about that, bro.
You don't think KDB's a better dribbler than Gerrard?
No. I'm not even trying to say this to take the.
And I love Gerrard, but this is why I feel like we get carried away, man.
No,
like,
Matt, I could actually genuinely give you examples of Gerrard dribbling. Like his very first goal against Sheffield Wednesday, that was great dribbling. A goal he set up against Arsenal in the Champions League where we drew 1-1 when Dirk Kuyt got the goal at the Emirates. He beat Kolo Toure and a couple of other players and laid it on a plate for him. I can actually
do the same thing for KDB if he. I don't understand.
No, I can give you ball carries of KDB. I can't revise and give you many dribbles of KDB. I think there's a difference.
I think our love for Gerrard will blatantly I'm not trying to say it's some clear. I just think as like you see like from
I think you love KDB more than I thought.
No, I just rate him highly.
I probably love KDB more than Matt does.
I just rate him highly. That's just one aspect of the game.
I wouldn't say he's. What I would probably say is I think KDB strikes the ball better with his weaker foot than Gerrard.
I don't see what I said.
That might be the only thing that KDB's got over
Gerrard. See, this is why I wanted to see you lot, yeah, in the chat. This is one thing I was gonna say. Who do you think is a better driver with the ball?
Honestly, again, you're gonna probably think I'm being biased. Go Gerrard again.
So would I, but someone said KDB, but I disagree. I think Gerrard is a better driver of the ball. But what I'm saying is, see, look, it's Matt saying KDB. This is why you can't have debates with people that don't understand football. You can't.
Let's leave it.
You can't have debates with people that don't understand the game, fam. No disrespect, but you can't, bro.
Yasin says, so I'm just reading Yasin's comment. Streets Proof Thames says, guys, we got to laugh at Chelsea. What's going on there? Boy, I did a show of Never Fouled the other day and I spoke about this stuff. And I just say, like Drifty says, I don't like to tell you, I told you so.
£1 billion. You could actually run a country on £1 billion.
Bro, $1 billion, you know. $1 billion.
It'd be a small country, Drift.
Yeah, but you could still do it. You could end world hunger with £1 billion.
Nah, you couldn't.
You could.
You couldn't, Drift. You can't end world hunger with $1 billion.
You could feed people basic food all around the world for £1 billion.
I don't know about that, Drift.
Because half the world already sustains themselves. So the other half who need that help, I think you could. £1 billion. Do you know how long that'll go with basic rations? £1 billion. Mad thing. But anyway.
Eastwood says we should start giving a rating to each match ref. That's a shout.
I don't know. It might get a bit toxic.
no, but it'd just be good to kind of look back and go who we thought was the best ref at the end of the thing, in the end of the season.
Eastwood says, should we question Nunes off-season finishing, training, and lack thereof? Off-season finishing, training, and I'm trying to gather what you mean by that, Eastwood.
I don't understand what he means.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if he means. I just don't know what he means.
Yeah, even if you can just send another message, even if it's not a super chat, Eastwood.
Yeah, I don't know what he means.
Jay Finn says, LFC made me reevaluate my life last season. My wife was so happy, but now after 4 games, she's back to normal. F Liverpool, you'll need to lose. Musa says, did you man see Lavia's face on the bench?
Yeah. Him and Badishil.
Badishil's injured though, to be fair.
Yeah, but they just both look so. I mean, rightly so. Their team's losing, but
I'll be honest. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm the first to cuss Chelsea. It's very early to sit.
It is, it's like 4 games, and everyone's trying to say they're done.
I say they've made mistakes going there. It's very, very early to say that.
Man.
But we can enjoy it while it lasts, though, Cal. That's the
we'll enjoy it, but let's be better than our rivals, because after 4 games, our rivals were saying Nunes is crap and will never be good, and we came to his defense as we should do. So let's not do the same as other rivals.
But I think the reason why this is a little bit different is because Chelsea were celebrating beating us to his signing like they won the Champions League.
Well,
and really, No, but I'm not saying we wouldn't, but what I'm saying is, so when it goes wrong, we are allowed to now laugh at them. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying we can't laugh, but to say things like Lavia's ruined his career after 4 games where he's not even match fit, that's wild.
I think that's more to do with history of looking at what happens to a lot of youngsters at Chelsea. I don't think it's a literal Lavia thing. I think they don't really have a good history of youngsters flourishing, do they? It's normally they leave Chelsea and then they flourish. So I think that's more why people are saying that.
Very true. Very true. Shout out to Kai with the last super chat, says, I'm glad we had this result without Virgil in the team. He needs to know that we don't need him. This will up his game, hopefully. That's a good point.
He did up his game, to be fair, though, until the
No, he did not, but it's still good to know that.
Just so that we can win without him. We needed that confidence, I think.
I think it's good for us to know
that. As a team, to know that we can win games without him, innit? Or just defend without him.
Well, people, we are going to be back tomorrow evening, Monday night live.
Hold up. SB, we have 3 games in 5 days after the international break. Is that true? What the hell?
Nah, that's not true. How do you have 3 games in 5 days? That's not right, bro. Doesn't even sound right.
H says, what's wrong with Badiashili's face? Hella unnerving. Rumor has it he once... I'll the man in the dairy contest.
You want to know something? Okay, it's 8 days.
Europa, EPL, and then Carabao. Bloody hell.
No. It's Prem, Europa, Prem. In 8 days.
8 days is normal. That's normal.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's not. Yeah.
In 5 days would be madness. To have 3 games in 5 days. That would be like, that's unheard of.
Donkles Latan says, Matt, Inter Milan used to be a retirement club for older players. Now we have Chelsea. That is the new retirement house for young players. Let's just wait and see what happens.
All right, let's see what happens, bro. But let's see, boy.
Oh, boys, anything you want to say?
Bro?
No, just once again, super happy with that win. Super happy with that win. Super happy with that win. And we're in top 4 at the moment. No, mate, continue.
Indeed. People, make sure you switch on the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow evening with the Monday night live show. Smash the like button. Until we see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.
Love.
We'll be right back.